If you are planning to crack open a beer or sip a glass of wine at your local movie theater this summer, well, you may have to postpone your plans.
Yeah, despite a lot of support, it looks like the legislature will not approve alcohol sales in cinemas. And Channel 2's Michael Wooten is following the developments out of Albany. Michael, what do you got?
Yeah, Adam and Mary Alice, a lot of political insiders thought this was going to pass this session, but today, a pretty big setback. As you watch my report here, I want you to let us know what you think. Our poll is live right now, and you can see the results on the bottom of your screen. Go to WGRZ.com/vote or log on to our 2 on Your Side app and let us know, do you think alcohol sales should be allowed in movie theaters?
At the Chuck E. Cheese in Amherst, the menu includes beer and wine. When Disney on Ice comes to the KeyBank Center, you can buy adult beverages at the concessions. But movie theaters here in New York State are not allowed to sell alcohol in most instances. At the state capitol, there's been a big push this session to change the law.
Entertainment options for adults.
State Senator Tim Kennedy of Buffalo is one of the co-sponsors of a bill that would legalize alcohol sales in cinemas. The governor is also on board. He tried and failed to get it passed as part of the budget.
Now we're in the legislative session, albeit the waning days of the legislative session.
And with the clock ticking, a big setback. Assembly Speaker Carl Heastie said he won't support the bill. Quote, "We want people to be able to take their children to a movie theater and not have to worry about the sobriety of the people sitting next to them." Advocates, including the National Association of Theater Owners, have argued that's a misplaced concern.
The bill currently faces no opposition from advocates against drunk drivers, since significant safeguards are included in the bill's proposal.
Among the safeguards, you can only buy one drink at a time, and alcohol would only be allowed in movies that are rated PG-13, R, or NC-17.
The House will come to order.
The conservative state of Oklahoma just approved allowing alcohol sales in cinemas.
It's an economic development issue. It's a freedom issue.
In fact, in the past 2 years, 32 states have relaxed their theater liquor laws. At the end of 2016, AMC had 178 cinemas serving alcohol, Regal 175, and Cinemark with around 100 locations in the booze business. An AMC executive said it's the fastest growing amenity in the industry because more than 70% of guests are 21 or older. He told the LA Times a glass of wine really improves a bad movie.
This is an opportunity that we have to enhance the entertainment experience for adults that would like to have a glass of wine or a beer or a cocktail of some sort.
Supporters say they're not giving up, and they are going to continue to try to work on getting the Assembly Speaker to change his mind. The bill was recently amended so that localities, like if you live in the city of Buffalo, the city council would have to opt in, but we'll see if that is enough to help this bill pass. The session is scheduled to end tomorrow. And as for our poll, oh, look at that, 58%, almost 6 in 10 actually say they're opposed to this. I would say that's a little bit surprising, not exactly what I expected, guys.
Yeah, I don't know. I see both sides of it, so I don't know. That 50-50 thing kind of bears out.
I will say this, that we're both on Facebook Live most weeknights, and this topic has come up many times before, Michael, and it is very divided. You have a lot of people, I think it's reflected in those numbers, strong feelings on both sides of the issue.
Yeah, absolutely. But when you look across the country, the trend certainly is to allow this. And it wasn't even close in Oklahoma, for instance, which is a pretty conservative state.
Yeah, well, our state hasn't really seen a regulation that it doesn't like, so
there we go.
Guess what? Let's get that ban rolling.
Real fast, this actually dates back to when the Broadway theaters didn't want the competition. They had alcohol sales. They didn't want the movie theaters to be able to. This dates back decades and decades.
Wow. Interesting. Back to the future. Thank you,
yeah.
Michael.
You bet.
Well, let's move on to another Vice.